Hey everyone, it's Lauren with XGRiD Campers, and we are excited to introduce a new brand to the XGRiD family, BRS Off-Road, the Sherpa Gen 3. Now BRS has been in business for a lot of years out of Australia, and a few years ago they moved to the United States and started doing production in the US. They've recently changed things over and are now introducing the new Gen 3 model, and XGRiD is now one of their distributors for the United States. There's a lot of changes with this new Gen 3, so I want to spend a few minutes telling you about what you're going to find in this new exciting off-road teardrop. Let's start taking a look. So one of the first things I want to tell you about is how the Sherpa is designed. This is very unique in the market. So what they did here is they actually built an aluminum unibody. So the chassis and the body are all a single piece. All of this is aluminum. This is all connected. It's all a single unibody design. And then you have a fiberglass top shell. So this gives you all the insulation, the lightness, the capability you want, but your chassis and the body is all one unit. Very unique. It keeps it very lightweight and very durable. This trailer comes in at about 2,500 pounds dry, but that includes all accessories. So you can tow this with a Jeep and you still have your nice 270 awning, your big shower enclosure. You have 36 gallons of water in this. So it's really set up well. I'm going to go through and tell you about more of the components in a minute. With this chassis setup on the Sherpa, the tongue is long enough that you can jackknife this trailer more than 90 degrees. So if you have to get around those tight switchbacks or get into a narrow area, you can do it with this setup. The tongue jack does give you enough clearance there where you can slide it up, drops down, and it does not get in the way. With the Cruise Master, you do have the parking brake right here as well, which is nice. The suspension we're running on the Sherpa is the Terraform suspension. It is a proprietary trailing arm airbag suspension that BRS built specifically for this trailer. It's really designed with the chassis, so that's all integrated. It gives you a lot of control, gives you a lot of durability, and it's still very easy to maintain. So if you do need to do adjustments with alignment and camber, you can do that, although it's rarely ever needs to be done. And we'll show you in a little bit how to do the controls with using the Garmin system to adjust your airbag levels when you're at site or when you're driving down the trail. So this is really nice. In the front, you have a big storage box. You have your battery back here. This comes standard with a 270 amp hour battle-born lithium. We're also using the Eberspacher diesel hot water system and furnace. The controls are on the inside, the device sits here, and our diesel tank sits right up front. Nice big stone guard up here. On the front of the trailer, we're gonna be running the Cruise Master DO35 articulating hitch. So this gives you your full 360-degree rotation there. And we also have the ARC 750 tongue jack. So now let's go take a look at the kitchen and the interior. So I want to show you the rear kitchen on the Sherpa. This is fantastic. This opens up right here, and then you have a really nice drop-down sink and prep tray. This slides around. This is a brand new option that's just been released. So you have your built-in sink, and this is a quick connect that goes right into the back. And on the right-hand side, you have your 2-burner Dometic stove with wind guards. Sets up just like that. The stove is run off a 5-pound propane tank that sits in the side right here. Again, we're using diesel for your hot water and your furnace. So this is plenty of propane just to run that little stove. And now you have your sink, your stove, plenty of prep area, slide out pantry that drops down. Plenty of space to put all your pantry items. Slides back. Big storage drawer. Great opportunity to put your pots and cooking items. And then on this rig, we are using 2 30-liter isotherm fridge freezers, 12-volt fridge freezers. So you can set one up as a fridge, one as a freezer, choose your temperature, and have access to everything right outside. We're covered by this rig with the Bush Company 270 XT Max awning. Gives you plenty of coverage around the kitchen as well as the passenger side. Wall kits are available for these awnings, so if you want to enclose this all in, it gives you a great opportunity to do that and have a nice living space out here. On the driver's side of the Sherpa, the trailer does come with a Julka dual room shower. So this is a really nice setup. It opens up all the way. You have a wet room and a dry room if you want to. So you want to put one for a toilet, you can do that, then still have your shower, or you can have a changing room and the shower area, however you want to do it. So with the shower open, you actually have access to your hot water with the control mixer valve right here. and then the port for your shower hose goes right in there. So once you run your hose over, you'll put it inside the shower and you're ready to go. Gives you all the controls you need. One of the really nice things about the Sherpa is this massive door to get into the cabin. Got an electric latch here, opens up, door opens 180 degrees all the way around. Does have a latch on the back to hold it in place. And then what you can do is drop down your ladder. Two-step ladder, makes it real easy to get in and out of the trailer. It's also very comfortable if you just want to hang out here and check out the scenery, kind of where you're at. Really nice place to sit. The window on the Sherpa door does open up, and so you can drop this down, and now you have your bug screen as well as your shade that velcros right up. And now when you close the door at night, you want to leave that open. You have nice breeze coming through there. Keep it wide open with the main glass down. There is also the secondary shade. You can go ahead and unroll that. And this goes into some snaps right on the top. So if you'd like your privacy, you have that as well. The interior of the Sherpa is very luxurious. We have this nice leather backing right here. You have these seats that kind of sit up. So that way, if you're hanging out at night, working on the computer or watching TV, you have a nice place to be. This is actually a queen size bed the entire length. So you have plenty of room, much larger than some of the other trailers on the market. The trailer does come standard with the entertainment system. You have your TV, you have your kicker sound system. Nice storage right here, as well as the storage shelf up on top. For climate control, we have two Sirocco fans that come standard, so you can move these around. You have nice airflow, and you can option this trailer up with a Dometic 12-volt AC. So if you'd like to have air conditioning in here, you can do that. As I said, you have a standard 270 amp hour battleboard lithium, which does come with the unit, and then you can upgrade that to 540 amp hours. So if you're running the AC, you want to get the most time out of that, go ahead and upgrade to the 540 lithium as well. Behind these backrests, there's some nice storage as well. So this is a really nice spot to put some extra gear and equipment, maybe a book, but that gives you a little bit of hidden storage, which is really nice. The Sherpa is run off the Garmin control system. So you have a touchscreen system right up front. This is all app enabled as well. And this is going to give you visibility and controls for the entire unit. On our homepage here, we have our leveling for the air suspension. It comes with 3 different preset settings for the air suspension. You have a drive mode, which keeps the suspension at the right height for driving. And then you have a camping mode, which lowers it down, levels it out automatically. And then you have a water crossing or a high travel mode for when you want more clearance. So those are presets you can do. Now you can still level and adjust your suspension manually from side to side, but it is really nice when you head out, you hit your drive mode, trailer comes down, levels it where you need to. Also on the Garmin here, we have your full light controls. So you have access to your interior lighting, your exterior lighting, and then your battery voltage, your current draw, everything's right here. And you have full controls on your light switches, your access, everything, your water pump, it's all right there. And again, this is controlled through your app as well. So when you're walking around the trailer, you can click it off and on. Down below, we have access to your hot water heating and furnace. So this is the Eberspacher diesel system. So you'll have your controls for your hot water system and your furnace right there. Now, if you have a family of 3 or 4 or more, and you want to have everyone with you, the Sherpa is set up for a rooftop tent as well. It does come standard with a roof rack. You can put additional crossbar rails on there if you want gear or equipment or kayaks, that sort of thing. Or if you want to run a nice rooftop tent, have plenty of options. We've done a lot of these with Bush Company tents and also iCamper tents. When you have a fold out rooftop tent that comes out over the side, you can then drop it down into an annex room, which is nice. And you have plenty of space up there for kids or additional sleeping arrangements. So it does give you a lot of options. Just let us know what type of tent, how many people you're looking to sleep, and we'll figure out the best configuration for you. Hope you enjoyed the tour of the BRS Sherpa. If you'd like to get more information on these rigs, please visit us at XGRiDcampers.com. We've got tons of specs and more pictures on there. If you'd like to see one yourself, visit us at our showrooms in Las Vegas, Nevada and Knoxville, Tennessee. We'll see you soon.